Good morning. Y'all probably thought you were going to do some laundry with me. Wow, that would be very helpful. I think I'll continue doing the laundry. Why don't you all go shelling and see what you find? If you all enjoy yourselves, I'll check in a little bit later. Look at that little sand dollar. Oh, look at, there's another one up ahead. Sand dollar make you holla. Got that pen. So you can see the rack line is very faint. It's not that heavy. We're walking really slow today, hoping to find shells that other people have missed this week. That was a Talon, there's a Scallop, and a nice Jingle. Bittersweet. Let me back out a little bit. You can see we're probably at least 20 feet away from the surf. This is the high rack line. I imagine it's been here a couple days. But since there aren't any shells right at the break on the beach, we're gonna walk here. Oh, look at that. A cone. Wow, we're gonna walk through here and see what we can find. Now, that cone was really surprising. And there's a nice scallop up ahead. Actually, a couple of them here. That's a pretty one. There's a nice one. Considering this rack line has been here for several days, and then on top of that, it's Labor Day weekend. It's been picked through really well, but if we walk slow, you know, that's again the key. You find a spot like this, and really, as far as I can see, it's the only spot on the beach with some shells. If you just walk slowly, you'll find something. Oh, I mean, another helmet. Of course, we always have to collect lots of scallops. What about this bittersweet? Oh, it's broken. So close though. Let's check the little pool right here. Now folks, all of these shells were here. No one came down, planted them for me. There's another scallop. A lot of times I'll see people posting in shell groups about the lack of shells, while you know, that may be as far as the big rack line goes. Let's walk down by the water and I'll show you. Okay, you can see there are no shells down here. There's this little ledge. I mean, I can see some shells in the water. Nothing heavy though. As the surf comes up, it's hitting this shelf and pulling the shells back. So yes, there isn't one of those beautiful morning rack lines. But if we, you know, if you're tenacious, if you go where the shells are, not where you expect them to be. So let's walk back up here. You look where the shells are, you're gonna find something. We're gonna find those sand dollars. was about 78 when I checked the car. Nice breeze. Definitely not gonna overheat this morning. Here's a nice scallop. And sometimes too, you know, if you get a different angle on the shells, color hits them. Look at that. You know, you might be coming one way and you see a shadow, you turn, the light hits it, makes the colors pop. Yeah, that was pretty cool. We found those sand dollars. What else shelling? Well, like I said, the one person came by, but I don't see anyone else out. Alright, let's walk back through. Oh no. See? Look at that. Nice. Little Murex. Again, I am guessing these shells have been here at least 2 days. Let's see if this scallop in this hole. Oh no. Here's one though. Oh no. Oh, a jewel box. Nice. That is a teeny tiny one. Here, I got it rinsed off. Look at that. Now I've been walking back and forth, and this is really the only spot that has shells, so I'm just gonna, you know, spend a little while here with y'all and, you know, just keep walking back and forth looking for scallops and whatever else might be left behind. We'll grab this Imperial. There's another one. Holy, another one. You're not huge. Well, you know, that's another reason why people miss them. You know, they're walking along and the eyes aren't picking out these smaller shells. They're looking for the bigger ones. So let's just pause right here. Let's see if this one's whole. That would be, okay, there's a Calico. And I thought, yeah, there we go. There's another Imperial Venus. Okay, we'll walk a little bit farther along the beach, come back. Maybe our eyes will pick out something we missed. I wonder what Salty Becca and the kiddos would say if I said, hey, go grab one of Dad's old shell bags or reach in one of those pails, go down to the beach and seed it for me. I have to film. They'd be like, no way are we getting up and going down to the beach to drop shells in front of you. That would be kind of funny. I might have to do that just for a little humorous shelling. Nice scallop. You know, all of us would be walking along like this, just picking up shells, finding really cool stuff, and also we look up ahead and there's one of the kids, oh, kitten's paw, and one of the kids dropping shells in front of us. Alright, come from a different angle. I don't think that one's whole. Nope. Here's one up here. Pretty scallop. There we go. Y'all think it's a whole one? A little olive. Yes, it is. Pretty cool. That's our first one of the day. First olive. Remember we found that helmet earlier? That looks like a piece of one. Scallop here. Oh, and shark eye. Nice scallop. Wow. I mean, again, I was checking to see if it had the white. I love it when that has that distinct white on the back. People coming here would be, you know, there aren't that many shells on the beach. While I would agree with the statement regarding the density of shells, but we've done pretty well just going and picking through this rack line here. We'll grab this one too. Jingle. Slipper snails. I love coming back to Pensacola Beach. This is the area where I found my first Pensacola Beach shells. And I didn't have a clue what any of them were. You know, I found a spot like this, I was just grabbing shells. I was like, shells, shells. And my wife, you know, we were both grabbing everything. Didn't know what any of them were. And that visit, that was the first time I had ever seen, a sand dollar on the beach. And ever since then, I've been hooked. We went home after that trip. I listed our home the next day. And I told the kids, Dad is looking for a job in Florida and we're gonna move. And they all looked at me like, excuse me? Who'd have thought? Nice barnacle. Born in the Midwest. And then living in Florida. Another Spiny Jewel Box. I think that one's broken. Oh no, that one was fine. There's another jingle. Alright, rinse these off and then put them in the shell bag. Oh, color a flat, and I'll take it. Turtle truck tracks. Let's walk in between and see if there's anything. Spiny Jewel Box. And I just turned my head. I was going to turn around and walk the other direction. Imperial Venus up here. So I guess I haven't introduced myself. We've been shelling for quite a while. If this is the first time we met, I am Beach Bum and Dad, and this channel is all about sharing life's adventures. Here we were walking along talking, and I mentioned that we had moved from Midwest, and you're probably like, who is this guy? Where are these dryer sheets? So y'all finding something? Getting your steps in today? Well, yeah, I'm still doing laundry, so I just wanted to check in. Hope y'all are enjoying yourselves. Look at that. I'm gonna grab that. Oh, I mean, that is gorgeous. There's that plastic. I mean, that had some spots on it. Bittersweet. Somebody had posted in a group the other day. Oh, is that flat? You know, in the water, I was like, oh, I think it's a flat. Well, we'll grab it. Wondering how I find shells all the time. Well, I don't find shells all the time. I mean, literally, sometimes you come out on the beach and, I mean, it's a stretch just to find a, you know, small clam. But my response was consistency. Interesting colors on that Venus. If you have 7 days in a week, and I'm saying if you live here, we're not talking if you know, vacation, come down once a year or something. Is that, see, looking for colors, shapes, and I didn't know if it was a whole one, but you have to investigate. Consistency. If you live near the beach and can shell even 2 days a week, and I'm talking 3 to 5 days a week, eventually you'll find something really good. 3 days a week, you know, maybe 5 miles walk, 15 miles a week, that's a pretty good month. And like today, we don't have a heavy surf rack line. We're still finding some goodies. This is a small Imperial Venus. Little teeny one. Let's see. Nice whole one. It's one bittersweet. There's another one. And the question, one big question in shelling is which beach? And it's not necessarily which beach, it's how did you find them? Because shelling changes every day. One day you may come down to the beach and find a really good shelf or cliff, whatever you want to call it, ledge, right at the water break. I mean, I've seen them as high as 6 foot plus. There are no shells there. But maybe, you know, higher up on the beach, 10 feet up, you'll see a remnant rack line like this. And you go up there, and surprisingly, you know, maybe find a helmet or sand dollar. And then scouting. You park somewhere, walk out on the beach, look around, there's nothing there, nothing in the surf. Well, don't just, you know, sit down and chalk that up to the experience. No shells on the beach. Walk back to the car, maybe drive a couple miles down, and you know, you look out and surprise, there are some shells. Imperial Venus. And a kitten's paw. Another bittersweet, teeny tiny one. Nice bittersweet. move that much. Just, you know, staying in this 100 square foot spot and just walking back and forth, let my eyes pick things out of the shell bed. All right, time to stretch. Scallops we can't pass up. Seraph. Another olive. Oops. Let's grab that bittersweet. Well, that one's not a bittersweet. Slipper snail. That's the bittersweet. Oh, look at that one. Love it when I get those white stripes on a scallop. Looking out of the corner of my eye here, I'm grabbing a slipper snail. That's the bittersweet. Let's look up a little higher. Let's walk through there. There's a Welker leftover Bonnie. Oh, look at this. Look at that Imperial Venus. Some nice colors. Find these shapes, you have to investigate, because you never know. From back there, it looked like a baby. Oh, nice. Look at that. See? Beautiful. Nice flat. this. Okay. So I am 99.9% sure this isn't a whole one, but we're going to investigate because it's a piece of a tulip. Little scallops here. Alright, let's go rinse these off. Beer can floating up here. Alright, set everything down and put the shells in the shell bag. Now while our shell bag isn't, you know, weighing me down, we do have a couple good handfuls in there. A couple surprises. I hope that's a whole one. Ah, so close. Oh, and right next to it, a flat. We'll grab that one. That one has some nice color. Alright, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in there. Going the distance. Let's just check this last spot, and then we'll go find somewhere a little quieter away from the surf. And we'll see what's in the shell bag. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm saying. Wow, look at the colors on that. Wow. Okay, well, Crafty Mama does not get to put any glue on that one. That one's getting cleaned up. Shark eye, been sitting here for days. Someone had just walked past me. Another scallop. I don't know if you can see, folks, but there's someone out there swimming. I mean, way out there. Y'all be safe when you get in the surf. I mean, we have reports all the time of rips catching people. And you don't want to ruin your vacation. Seagulls hanging out. Probably watching the person out there. I mean, if you ever see anyone in the surf with their arms flailing, you make sure you grab a lifeguard. There aren't any lifeguards right here. Lots of seagulls just hanging out. The sun's coming out now. Let's go down and see if the water's cleared up a little bit. Look at that. Our emerald waters are back. There's some shells in there. School of minnows. So I was just talking to someone from Pensacola Beach, and I said, you know that person? So we were just watching. Oh, she's out there just floating around. So it's kind of cool right here. There's a little trough, and I'd say it goes about waist deep, and then right there is a sandbar you can stand on. So you can just wade right here and, you know, look for shells. Water feels nice. All right, we're gonna go a little bit higher up and find a spot where we can check out the shell bag. What's in the shell bag, Beach Bum and Dad? Well, thank y'all for hanging in there. I know, told some dad jokes. But y'all hung in there, had a nice walk. Got to dip our toes in the water, lots of scallops. Surprisingly, we found that nice rack line remnant rack line. The only shells on the beach. Now that would have been, I mean, it's still gorgeous. Broken yet beautiful, but man, that thing would have been huge. Beautiful spots. Still on my list to find one that big. I found several, you know, with some beautiful spots on them, but you know, nothing that big. Lots of different colored scallops, bittersweets, a couple tellins. Oh, and that was really surprising. I find that Florida cone just sitting there. Lots of little olives, a couple sand dollars, some flats, and then that shark eye. That one's a dandy. Look at the coloring. Beautiful. You just never know what you're gonna find. If you put in the time, remember we talked about consistency, come out, check a couple spots, walk a long ways. We looked in the water, a few in the riffles. We went high, found that remnant rack line, and we spent quite a bit of time in there. And I think we did really well. So again, thank you all for hanging in there. Thank you for coming out this morning. And I'll be seeing y'all back on the beach. Y'all take care.